Editor's note: at a rally Friday in Huntsville, Alabama, President Trump called on NFL owners to release players who took a knee during the national anthem, like former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who intended to draw attention to police violence against African Americans. Here, Michael Frost reflects on the differences between Kaepernick and Tim Tebow. They're both Christian footballers and they're both known for kneeling on the field, although for very different reasons. One grew up the son of Baptist missionaries to the Philippines. The other was baptized Methodist, confirmed Lutheran, and attended a Baptist church during college. Both have made a public display of their faith. Both are prayerful and devout. This is the tale of two Christian sports personalities, one of whom is the darling of the American church while the other is reviled. And their differences reveal much about the brand of Christianity preferred by many in the church today. First up, there's Tim Tebow. In this file photo, ESPN analyst Tim Tebow looks on during the 2014 Vizio BCS National Championship game between the Florida State Seminoles and the Auburn Tigers at the Rose Bowl on January 6, 2014 in Pasadena, California. Jeff Gross/Getty Images. Tebow was homeschooled by his Christian parents, and spent his summers in the Philippines, helping with his father's orphanage and missionary work. During his college football career, the Heisman Trophy winner frequently wore references to Bible verses on his eye black, including the ubiquitous John 3:16 during the 2009 BCS championship game. He has been outspoken about his pro-life stance, and his commitment to abstinence from sex before marriage. He is a prominent member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, an organization that insists that leaders sign a statement of sexual purity, stating that sex outside marriage is unacceptable to God. He has preached in churches, prisons, schools, youth groups and a welter of evangelical conferences. And he is well known for his signature move, dropping to one knee on the field, his head bowed in prayer, his arm resting on his bent knee, known throughout the world as Tebowing. He's clean-cut, polite, gentle, respectful. Then, there's Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick, until recently the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, was born to a 19-year-old, single, white woman. His black father had left the picture before Colin was born. His mother was destitute and gave him up for adoption. He was raised by the Kaepernicks, a white couple from Milwaukee. His body is festooned with religious tattoos, including depictions of scrolls, a cross, praying hands, angels defeating demons, terms like "to God be the glory," "heaven sent," "God will guide me," Psalm 18:39 and Psalm 27:3. He has said, "My faith is the basis from where my game comes from. I've been very blessed to have the talent to play the game that I do and be successful at it. I think God guides me through every day and helps me take the right steps and has helped me to get to where I'm at." When I step on the field, I always say a prayer, say I am thankful to be able to wake up that morning and go out there and try to glorify the Lord with what I do on the field. I think if you go out and try to do that, no matter what you do on the field, you can be happy about what you did. And Kaepernick's faith isn't just about making him feel happy. It's turned him into an activist and philanthropist. During the off-season, Kaepernick launched a GoFundMe page to fly food and water into suffering Somalia. It surpassed its $2 million goal in just 4 days. In March, the plane loaded with essential supplies landed in Mogadishu. He had already pledged to donate $1 million, along with the proceeds of his jersey sales from the 2016 season, to charitable work. Recently, Meals on Wheels announced it had received $50,000 from Kaepernick. Last week, he joined with the charitable organization 100 Suits, to pass out free suits in front of the New York State Parole Office for people who have been released from prison and are looking for jobs. But we all know why Colin Kaepernick is most famous. Beginning in 2016, he refused to stand to attention during the playing of the American national anthem. Kaepernick decided to either remain seated or kneel during renditions of the Star-Spangled Banner in support of Black Lives Matter and to protest police violence against black people. He explains, I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. To me, this is bigger than football, and it would be selfish on my part to look the other way. There are bodies in the street and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder. He vowed to continue to protest until he feels like the American flag represents what it's supposed to represent. You know what happened next, right? Kaepernick was voted the most disliked player in the NFL, people posted.